cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a but I never get feelings, cause shorty, I know what you after. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. Get hit in my section at 12, gon' find your ass way in New Orleans. Watch I look, I'm jugging. Dissect your hand if your hand in my puttin', put two in your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a poopy, your bitch get tookin'. I'm not the type to go with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fish. Oh, young and trappin' out the bando, from the ceiling fan to the damn floor, tryna stack my money up, cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay, see the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
Trapped inside this spell. Now I feel like your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel that.
It's Haaland, and here in career mode, City have won the lot. Rodri on the chance! Goal in the final by Rodri! Jude Bellingham will not be coming to Manchester City. We are Premier League champions, City FC, our champions. Series based on the World Cup with music videos, football and more. Get your official City FC merchandise. Join us as we explore historic Europe and football. Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for Manchester City versus Bournemouth. It's not 4-0 to Bournemouth. The game is yet to kick off. We missed the game against Copenhagen. I was unfortunately ill for that game, but we are back. City are back away from home against Bournemouth here today in a big game in the Premier League title race. Every game in the Premier League title race is now very, very big for Manchester City because any point drop, like the ones against Chelsea at home, and you feel like you're away from winning the Premier League title, you think like it's not going to happen because Liverpool and Arsenal look relentless. Well, Arsenal do play later. They play Newcastle United at 8 o'clock tonight. That is a big one. Let's hope that, you know, maybe Newcastle can do Manchester City a favour. I don't see it happening. Newcastle haven't been the best of form. City playing Bournemouth today. We'll just go through the results in the Premier League from the 3 o'clock kickoffs because Aston Villa have beaten Nottingham Forest by 4 goals to 2 at home. Brighton Hove Albion have drawn 1-1 with Everton. It was a late goal, actually. A very late goal from Louis Dunk in the 95th minute to make that 1-1. Crystal Palace 3, Burnley 0. Burnley had a man sent off as well. And I think that is Burnley down. That is Sheffield United down. But who goes down with them? Will it be Forest? Will it be Luton? Will it be Everton? We'll have to see. And Manchester United were 1-0 down after being played off the park at Old Trafford by Fulham. Calvin Bassey gave Fulham the lead in the 65th minute. It was a Harry Maguire equalising in the 89th minute. A player that shouldn't have been on the field. Harry Maguire should have had a certain red card. But then in the 97th minute, Nigerian superstar, as we'll call him now, Alex Iwobi, goes and scores and gives Fulham all 3 points away at Old Trafford. Manchester City, they take on Bournemouth here today. Your Manchester City side on the screen, of course, right now. Edison starts in goal. It is Manu Akanji at right back today. No Kyle Walker, with Stones, Captain Diaz and Ake along that back four. Rodri, Kovacic and Matheus Nunes start the midfield three. Kevin De Bruyne once again on the bench. On the right, Phil Foden, or maybe Bernardo Silva. On the left, or the right, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden. We don't know which way those two are going to play around. I suspect it's going to be Bernardo on the right and Foden on the left. That's just the way I see things. And up top, of course, is City's striking Viking in Erling Haaland. On the bench today is Stefan Ortega. We've got Kyle Walker, a surprise return to the squad, warming up, fully fit apparently. Jack Grealish on the bench today with Jeremy Doku, Kevin De Bruyne. Also on the bench for Manchester City, joining them is Julian Alvarez, who doesn't start his first Premier League game for the first time this season. At this stage, that shows how many games he has played. Sergio Gomez, Oscar Bob and Rico Lewis. The Bournemouth team is on there as well in a little bit of a smaller circumstance that you can see. There we'll just put the sides head to head so you can see the Bournemouth side in a bigger format. So Neto starts in goal for Bournemouth. It is Smith, Zebani, Senesi and Kidakes, the back four. Christie and Cook start the midfield two with Tavernier in front. Justin Kluivert on the left. They've got Semenyo on the right and Solanke through the middle, and certainly got a lot of counter-attacking pace in that team. Tavernier, Kluivert, Solanke and also Semenyo. Solanke, who's been brilliant for Bournemouth this season, hasn't he? And something Iraola, the manager of Bournemouth, former, of course, Rayo Vallecano manager, has said he wants it to be a two-way game. He wants his side to have a lot of possession today, if they can do, and take the game to Manchester City. I think that would be very difficult for Bournemouth to do. They're going to try and play City at their own game. I don't think that's going to work out from them very well, but you don't know, do you? I mean, fair play to Bournemouth. It works out for them, you know, and they get things right. That is going to be very, very difficult for them to get things right in that situation like that. I think for Bournemouth, one area they feel that City need to win today. I know Matheus Nunes is in there and Kovacic, who, I mean, we don't trust in them massively. We do not trust in them massively. I don't think Guardiola doesn't seem to trust in them massively. I think probably Mateo Kovacic is a better player than Matheus Nunes. But of course, younger, and they're both very similar players. Stylistically, I think, like to get on the ball and drive forward. Very powerful in that drive, Matheus Nunes particularly. City have to win the midfield battle today. I think, personally, that midfield for Bournemouth is very weak. It's very attacking. Christie, I'd say, is a more attacking midfielder. I'd say Tavernier, as he plays in the wide area. I mean, Christie plays in the right sometimes. Tavernier plays in the left. They're in midfield alongside Cooks. I think they're going to have a lot of energy in that midfield, Bournemouth. A lot of energy. They're going to get around in that midfield. But I think, technically, Manchester City should absolutely dominate. Liverpool sit top, don't they, this Premier League table on 60 points. Manchester City second on 56. We've got a goal difference of plus 32. Arsenal plus 36 and Liverpool plus 38. Way ahead of Manchester City in terms of goals. Arsenal, of course, play today, like we said, against Newcastle. In fourth is Aston Villa on 52 points. A goal difference of plus 21. And you've got Tottenham in fifth on 47 points, a goal difference of plus 14. Manchester United are in 6th on 44 points, a goal difference of 0. They haven't even got a single goal to their name. Manchester City are in the tunnel alongside Bournemouth here, which is going to be, I think, a really exciting game. I don't know about you guys, I think it's going to be a good game. Aiden C is here, which is good to see. Sway J is here as well. Someone told me before the game that, you know, by the way, it kicks off on the 24th, not 25th. I think I'd put the wrong date on. But yeah, do definitely join us. You can time up yours with ours. So what you can do is, if you are watching on live TV, you can time your commentary up with us and you can listen to me doing the alternative commentary. Of course, get your predictions in the live chat as well. That'll be good to see. Andrew's already put one in at 3-0. And 90% of you guys so far in the live chat vote, 90% think Manchester City will win today. No votes for Bournemouth so far. And 10% say it's going to end in a draw. Well, obviously, I'm hoping for one thing and one thing only. That is a big Manchester City win today. And City, if they can get up the goal difference with a couple of goals, that would also just put City... You know, the goal difference does come into play. You can't entirely forget the goal difference situation. But I think the midfield is going to be the main thing today. If Nunes and Kovacic perform like we expected them to when we signed them against this Bournemouth midfield, I think Manchester City will have this game won pretty simply. So we'll see how that goes. Let's hope that it goes well for Manchester City. So Iraola, like I said, he managed Rayo Vallecano, didn't he? And actually, when Bournemouth came to the Etihad earlier on in the season, I think City beat them by 6-0. Iraola's actual future at the club was considered like, you know, listen, we're going to sack him. He can lose to City today, and he lost big, but it looks like we're going to sack him. And he's turned it around. He's finally got his philosophy and his way to play through to the players, like he did at Rayo, because Rayo did really well in La Liga, finishing, you know, in the top 6. So fair play to him, and it's working really well at Bournemouth as well. They've got great attacking talent on the counter in the likes of Tavernier, Kluivert, Solanke, Semenyo. I mean, Semenyo is absolutely blisteringly quick. So that is going to be something the City look out for. On the bench, Sinisterra, Enes now for Manchester City player, Katara, Romain Favre, another one. Alex Scott, who's a very creative midfielder. They're the sort of dangerous players that Manchester City need to look out for in that Bournemouth side. As for Manchester City, well, where do Bournemouth look to try and cut City out? Well, Erling Haaland is one of the main players you want to stop, and Phil Foden, who's been in absolutely spectacular form this season for Manchester City. And I have to say, Phil Foden is probably our player of the season, isn't he, at the moment? I don't think anyone else has been better than Phil Foden in all-round performances. He's moving to this more central role. He's still been pushed out wide at times. Again today, perhaps he's going to be pushed out wide again. But I think City need Phil Foden in that side. He plays so well. He does play so well centrally. But Sky Sports, as the game is on in the UK today, or DAZN if you're in Spain or wherever, Phil Foden's playing on the left-hand side today, but I expect him maybe to drift inside. However, saying that, City have not got very attacking fullbacks in there today. We haven't got someone who's going to overlap and let Phil Foden tuck inside. So I'm not quite sure. Personally, I would have gone with Oscar Bob maybe in that starting 11. Maybe Jeremy Doku. I think Bob probably played himself into the side a little bit against Brentford. I thought he was quite good in the Brentford home game. I thought it was unfortunate to be taken off, actually. He wouldn't be the player I would have taken off. I would have looked at maybe a Julian Alvarez to come off, but there we are. That's Pep Guardiola. What do I know? So most goals since November the 11th. Dominic Solanke has 10, Richarlison 9, Ollie Watkins 9, and Bukayo Saka 8. So Haaland not even included in that because he hasn't played many games, that injury. But he's still top goal scorer in the Premier League despite all those injuries, Erling Haaland. So ready for kick-off. Bournemouth in the black and red stripes. Manchester City in the white away kit today. Phil Foden, his last 3 away appearances. He got a goal against Everton. Fired blanks against, of course, Newcastle it was, but then against Brentford, a hat-trick against Brentford in the last away game. So Phil Foden certainly in good form. And a lot of Manchester City fans have travelled all the way down to Bournemouth. It's a big travel, a long journey, that one, for hopefully to see their team win and get 3 points. Why is De Bruyne subbing in? Asked Lisa. Well, De Bruyne has got a bit of a tweak, a niggle, as they say, as Pep Guardiola describes it, in the hamstring. And it's not worth risking it after he's been out for so many months. 5 months, was it? After that hamstring surgery. If you see the picture online, you can see actually he's got a massive scar at the back of his leg, Kevin De Bruyne. So, first half underway here at the Vitality. Manchester City versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth launch it long and left back Nathan Ake heads it away. Well, Matheus Nunes brings energy, and it looks like Matheus Nunes actually playing on the left-hand side for City today, with Phil Foden through the middle. Back to Rodri. Left-hand channel towards Nathan Ake. Well, at the moment, Stones is playing on the left-hand side of the defence. Ruben Diaz on the right, which is an interesting change. Tweak from Pep Guardiola tactically. Long ball up to Matheus Nunes, who knocks it on towards Erling Haaland. He's beaten to it by Zabieni, the Ukrainian. Goes back to captain Neto in goal. Senesi. Long ball forward by that left foot, Senesi. Manu Akanji, the poor pass. Milos Kidakes is in there. And Bournemouth send it forward. A foot race between Solanke and Diaz. Edison will get there and calmly plays it right towards Akanji. Bernardo Silva onto Erling Haaland. He holds it up well. Back to Akanji. City do well retaining the ball there. Akanji, Diaz, and City work it along the back and back towards goalkeeper Edison. 1 minute gone already. And Manchester City making sure they stamp their control and authority on this game. MK says, hi everyone, I'm going for a Manchester City win 3-2. Want plenty of goals. Well, I'm hoping there's plenty of goals today. MK, they should be, shouldn't they, against Bournemouth. Akanji's made a bit of a mistake there. Ruben Diaz scuffs it high towards Haaland in this left-hand channel. Haaland back into Diaz. Really good play from Erling Haaland there. Takes this thing out of that one. But Bournemouth is certainly pressing so far. Pressing very high, including the centre-backs and the full-backs very, very high on Manchester City. And that means they will be susceptible to that long ball in behind. Edison to Stones. Diaz has gone over to the left-hand side of the defence now. And back to Edison. I think Bournemouth are going to... Either this is going to tactically work perfectly for Raiola's side, and they're going to be brilliant, Bournemouth, or they're going to struggle a little bit with the ball in behind. Ball in behind by Edison. Dealt with by Bournemouth, headed forward by Smith. Manu Akanji down to Rodri. Good strength by Rodri. Great midfield play by Rodri. Great physicality into Mateo Kovacic. Kovacic goes first time through to Haaland. Zabieni's just there. just cut it out. But that was good by Kovacic. Instead of looking for the safe pass out wide, he tried to play it first time through to Haaland. It didn't work out. That's good to see. And I have to say, in the games Kovacic has played for City, he does look for Haaland more than the other players tend to do, actually. Zabieni. Smith, pressed by Matheus Nunes. He does really well, keeps it in. Bournemouth have got to go back to goalkeeper Neto. Wayne Rooney to be Pep's assistant, says Lisa. I don't think so, Lisa. I don't think so. I wouldn't want him either. Bournemouth a little flick on here. Rodri gets there. Wide to Bernardo Silva on this right-hand side. Bernardo into Phil Foden, back to Rodri. City played in the Bournemouth half now. Foden, Rodri. Out towards Ruben Diaz. Diaz back out to Nathan Ake, nice left-hand side. City, pretty much nearly everyone in the Bournemouth half there momentarily. Matheus Nunes, good play into Phil Foden. Foden, nice feet. Under pressure. Rodri. Rodri drives forward for City. Plays it wide, Rodri. A very difficult one for Kovacic to get in the end of it. I don't know what the idea was there from Rodri. He picks the ball up. He tries to play it between defender and fullback. The centre-back and fullback, which is understandable. That's the right sort of ball in behind. But there was absolutely no one there. Matheus Nunes had come inside. Kovacic was trying to make the overlapping run outside of the fullback to get in the end of that one. But he was absolutely nowhere near it. And it's a throw-in for Bournemouth to be taken by Smith. Smith taking his time. Bournemouth in no rush for this one. Nathan Ake wins the header against Semenyo. Taken down by Cliver. Ake in there. City get it back off Kovacic. Foden. Haaland into Phil Foden. Good play by Manchester City. A nice feet by Phil Foden. Retain the ball really well under pressure from Justin Cliver, who kicks Phil Foden there to win the ball back. Cliver knows it really. Sheepish look on his face. Little kick on Phil Foden. Rodri. Kovacic. And he does really well. Back to Ruben Diaz in the centre circle. Manu Akanji to the right of him. Nice penetrating pass towards Phil Foden. He takes it really well. Back to Rodri. Wide to Matheus Nunes. A poor pass by Rodri again. Second of the game so far. And Ake late on Semenyo. But Rodri with two really stray passes so far to start this one. Bournemouth to take this free kick. To be taken by Cook, who's taking his time again here, Bournemouth. And they want to send this one long. So Neto, the goalkeeper's going to cross to it. And they're going to send this one direct up towards the centre-backs who are coming forward. Someone like Semenyo in there as well, who's strong physically. Solanke. Zaberni and Senesi. Senesi's not the biggest, but he's got a bit of a leap on him, the Argentinian. Then it goes from Neto. Senesi against Akanji. Akanji wins it. Nods it down towards Christie. Back to Milos Kirikez, who plays as a wing-back for the Hungarian national team. Very impressive full-back. Only 19 years of age or so. Did spend a bit of time at AC Milan. He went there, didn't work out. Ended up moving permanently to AZ Alkmaar, where he really impressed in the Eredivisie. Big clubs linked with Milos Kirikez. In the end, it was Bournemouth who decided to make the move for him. So 5 minutes gone here. The vitality. Pep Guardiola already drinking the water on the sidelines. Ake under pressure from Semenyo. They press him very high, Bournemouth here. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo, good spin. Wide towards Matheus Nunes. She tries to let it run against Smith. Good play from Matheus Nunes here. Driving at Smith. Matheus Nunes. Great drive. Matheus Nunes into the box here. Matheus Nunes taken down in the box. No penalty, says the referee. Did really well there. But it's that final ball. He's very quick, Matheus Nunes. Very quick. It's that final ball. It's that final pass from Matheus Nunes that he's missing a little bit. And hopefully that will come in his development. His 11th Premier League appearance for City this season. Most appearances come off the bench. He doesn't start many games. The home game against Everton, he was very poor, wasn't he? Very poor. So throwing for Bournemouth on this left-hand side. Long by Smith, launched towards Solanke. Nathan Ake, former Bournemouth man, gets it away. Solanke against Rodri. Rodri wins it. And it comes off Semenyo, does it? No, it flicks off Rodri. It's another throw-in for Bournemouth a bit further up the field. It can be direct, Bournemouth. And I think they will cause problems to Manchester City today. Smith goes back towards Zaberni. And he goes all the way back towards Neto, the outside of the right boot. Neto. Former Barcelona man sends it long towards Tavernier, who's got... Oh, Tavernier is on this left-hand side. Senesi. Confident. Back to Zaberni. I thought they played well at the Etihad for quite a while, Bournemouth, before City then took to hold the game. If I remember right, I didn't think they played that badly. At the time, I did think defensively they were all over the place, and I thought, they could be in a relegation battle this season, Bournemouth. They've pulled themselves out of that. They've done pretty well to do that. Neto to take this. Send it long from his area. Ake's lost out to Semenyo. John Stones against Solanke. Stones has done really well. Gets it back to Edison and gets Manchester City back in possession. But Bournemouth want to play with the ball as well. That's good to see. They're not sitting behind the ball. They're pressing. They're playing their game. Long to Haaland here against Senesi. Haaland can't keep it. In the end, Tavernier puts it out for a throw-in. He's going to have a physical battle today, Erling Haaland. I suspect he'll win the battle against Senesi, who's not the biggest of centre-backs. The Ukrainian Zibiani might be a little bit different of a story, but we'll see how that works. Haaland at the moment is sticking on Senesi. Bernardo Silva back to Edison. 1-2 between the Brazilian and the Portuguese midfielder, who's drifting from the right-hand side all the way into midfield. Bernardo long. Foden chases. Foden flicks it onto Haaland. Erling Haaland's in here. Haaland for City! What a miss! What a touch by Foden. Flicks it onto Haaland over the top of his shoulder. Haaland's got to finish that. Right-footed finish from Haaland. He puts it wide. How many times is Erling Haaland going to miss absolutely big chances like that? Really big chance missed by Haaland. He seems to be massively off form. And all season he's missed big chances, hasn't he? Had to finish that, Haaland. And now here come Bournemouth with Dominic Solanke. Semenyo. Wide left is Kinakes. Kinakes with a hit here. What a strike. Dipping and tipped away by Edison. Really good attempt by the Hungarian Milos Kinakes here. Well, after Haaland missed a sitter at the other end, Bournemouth come up towards the Manchester City end. Kinakes from range, maybe 20 yards out. It's a dipping shot. It's centrally. Very difficult for any keeper to keep that one out. But Edison managed to tip it up and over the bar. Really well played from Bournemouth there on the counter. Manchester City should be 1-0 up. Bournemouth had a great chance at the other end as well. And Erling Haaland missing a massive chance. Massive chance missed by Erling Haaland there. Corner ball. Plenty of big boys in the box for Bournemouth here. Tavernier swings it in. Straight into the hands of goalkeeper Edison. Can Manchester City counter it? Solanke's trying to hold off Edison here and stand in front of him. Edison throws it long and out towards Bernardo Silva on this right-hand side. Good throwing by Edison. Bernardo. Rodri. Back to Bernardo. Johnny Stones. Back to Manu Akanji. City playing us those triangles as we've known and seen so well for so many years now in the Premier League under Pep Guardiola. Stones. Foden picking up his pockets of space, and even now he's dropping deeper to try and pick up the ball. Takes it off Ruben Diaz in the back line. Foden plays it forward, straight into a Bournemouth player. Made a mistake there, Phil Foden. He does really well to recover. Keeps it away from Solanke, who Bournemouth had a bit of a 3-on-2 there. Nicely done by City. Akanji. Wide right to Bernardo Silva. Into Foden. Little shift to the body, gets it away from Senesi. A clip of the ankle by Phil Foden. That's 2, says Phil Foden to the referee as he's fouled again by Marcos Senesi. Free kick Manchester City. City, you know, they play it so well. But it's finish off these chances that's been City's problem in recent weeks. Foden with a pass again forward, which straight in towards Zebierne, who's pressing high from centre-back. Smith. Back they go towards Neto. That Haaland chance he's got to score. We've said that too many times this season, but Haaland's got to score that chance. He seemed very casual running up to that ball. He just had to put it in the back of the net with his right foot. If it's on target, it goes in. Long ball by Bournemouth. Ruben Diaz chests it down and clears it away. Taken back down by Christie. Turned by Tavernier. Solanke in behind to Christie. City opened up here. Well done, Edison. Reads that one well. Watch it roll through into his hands there. Edison tries to roll it out. Christie's right on top of him. Edison's got to be careful there. Nearly rolls it out. He throws it straight at Christie. Deflects back into his hands. But Manchester City living dangerously at the moment defensively. Pressure in the final third, apparently, according to Oracle Cloud. 16 for Bournemouth, 10 for Manchester City. Long by City up to Haaland here. Dealt by Zebierne. Lewis Cook sends it long to Ake against Semenyo. Ake back to Edison, who sends it back long and forward again. Almost back forward once again by Christie off Rodri. Rodri. Foden leaves it to Bernardo Silva. Nice feet from Bernardo. Drop of the shoulder gets him away from Christie. Spins Christie brilliantly. Rodri. Space out wide for Manu Akanji. Manu past the challenge of Kirikesh. Bernardo Silva still. Akanji back again on this right hand side. Phil Foden into Haaland, but the pass is deflected. Bournemouth clear as far as Diaz. Every City player in this Bournemouth half bar in Ederson. Kovacic. Ake. Into Rodri. Uses his body so well, Rodri, doesn't he? Managed to always protect the ball. Nunes, Rodri. Foden again picking up space on the centre circle here. Zaberniu's pressing him very highly. Playing in midfield there, the Ukrainian centre-back here. Right on Phil Foden, trying to stop City from playing it through. Bernardo. I think City are going to have a big problem today. But Bournemouth, it's going to take one ball for City to unlock them, really. They've got to be careful playing this way. Rodri. Right to Matheus Nunes. Sliding challenge from Smith. It's a free kick, Manchester City. Iriola's not happy. Sliding challenge from Smith. Pep Guardiola didn't seem too bothered by that one. Adam Smith goes sliding on Matheus Nunes. Flying in. Did he get the ball? He does get the ball a bit at the ankle as well as Matheus Nunes on the way through. Well, he does get the man as well. He did get the ball. Matheus Nunes did get a kick on the ankle on the way through. Ooh, a nasty kick on the ankle, actually. Well, he's going to get up, Matheus Nunes. Someone says Manchester's red. I'm sure it is, mate. That's why United have won lots of Premier League titles recently. They've won the Champions League recently as well. Well, Pep Guardiola again talking to Matheus Nunes on the sideline here. It's going to be okay, Matheus Nunes. He's back up, but he did get a studs up challenge right on the ankle. The left foot of Smith flicks the ball away, but it's the right foot that follows through on the ankle of Matheus Nunes there. Ake forward. Haaland. Matheus Nunes. Smith once again right in the back of him. Matheus Nunes just lost it. Semenyo. And apparently there's a foul by Matheus Nunes on Semenyo. He's struggling a little bit. The Portuguese midfielder. He's been pushed to left-hand side today for Manchester City. Hi to Oliver Sherlock. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. 0-0 it stands. Someone asked what team is better in your opinion all time. Well, my opinion is obviously City, isn't it? Manchester City have achieved everything that Manchester United have achieved and more. So, there you go. And obviously your opinion might be different. That's how opinions work. Long by Neto over the halfway line here. Ederson comes out, collects this one. He's dropped it, Ederson, in the end. He picks it back up. Dropped it for a second there. Over the top of Ruben Diaz, and you thought City could be in trouble then. Ederson comes out and catches it. Drops it over the top of Diaz. Senesi was there. Ball forward to Haaland. Poor touch by Haaland. Gives it away to Bournemouth. Long by Bournemouth up to Solanke. Diaz heads it back through to Ederson. Well done, Ruben Diaz. 15 minutes in the clock in the Vitality Stadium. Manchester City have had a great chance through Erling Haaland. An absolute sitter. He's put wide of the post. Ederson taking his time with this when he's trying to get Bournemouth to press us, which you're not doing. Ederson's wasting his own time here, really. There's absolutely no movement from Manchester City. Ederson brings it forward. Ederson sends it long towards Matheus Nunes, who flicks it really well around Adam Smith, but Smith wins the physical battle and gets it back. Out to Justin Kluivert, who's physically outdone by John Stones here. On to Mateo Kovacic. Matheus Nunes, back towards Ake. Lets it run behind him down the left-hand line. Do you think that Man U is good right now, says someone? Well, obviously not. They've just lost to Fulham. And they're not very good at all, are they? Rodri, City with a chance here. Haaland to the left foot. Haaland goes wide to Matheus Nunes. Back into Rodri. Oh, poor cutback, really. And Bournemouth get it away. Only as far as Manu Akanji. City can sustain the pressure and keep the attack going. Poor from City there, really. Here's Kovacic. Stones. Ake. Ake drives it forward into Phil Foden. Heavy touch by Phil. Back to Kovacic. Back to Diaz. Into Rodri. John Stones. City are finding space and they're creating chances. It's that finishing touch. Ball into Phil Foden's a great one. Foden wide, left to Matheus Nunes. Outside the boot, flicking behind towards Phil Foden. It's nice by Matheus. Foden into the box here. It's over Erling Haaland away by Bournemouth. And taken down confidently by Christie. Under pressure from Bernardo Silva. Dribbling his own box here, Ryan Christie. Done brilliantly well. Goes to Smith, who sends it long for Bournemouth. Up towards Solanke and Semenyo. Semenyo wrong side of Ake here. Ake ends up putting it out for a throw-in for Bournemouth. Here's Solanke, tries to skip past Ruben Diaz. He takes the ball off him in the box. Well done. Solanke, I think, might be angling for a penalty there. Here's Rodri. Manu is good as Championship, says CL. They might be good in the Championship, yeah. They might just win the Championship, but I don't know. Maybe Leeds will beat them. Would you buy Rashford if your Man City's manager says someone? Certainly not. Never buy Marcus Rashford. What does Marcus Rashford do? He has, 10 good games a season? There's 38 games in the Premier League. The yellow card here from Gerard Gillett for Bournemouth assistant coach. So the assistant coach Iraola for Bournemouth has been given a yellow card by Gerard Gillett for dissent of some sort. The assistant manager getting involved there. Now he sits down, keeps his mouth shut. It's really don't matter if he gets sent off, does it? Throwing to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo still. Bernardo into Phil Foden. Great play. Foden. Looking for options, Phil Foden. Back into his left foot. Foden with a strike! Doesn't quite catch it well. On his left foot, aims for the near post. Didn't really get the power in it. And Neto makes an easy save down to his left-hand side. Well, the camera's still focusing on the assistant for Bournemouth, who sits sheepishly on the bench now, knowing if he gets up he will be sent off. But what does that matter as an assistant coach? I suppose it doesn't. Neto. Cook, round the corner to Zabani. Really good play from Bournemouth. Clivert, slipped by Matheus Nunes in the midfield. They should have played it wide there. Capitalising the slip. Clivert, past Matheus Nunes, and past Rodri as well, but a heavy touch goes through to Ake. And City go back to Edison. Mane Akanji in lots of space on this right-hand side. Akanji. Really poor pass. Gives it away to Kirikes. Luckily it falls to Rodri. Haaland in towards Bernardo Silva. Counter opportunity for Manchester City. City 4-on-5 here. Bernardo. Haaland's made a run. Bernardo goes to Haaland eventually. Haaland with a poor touch. And then he gives it away to Senesi, who defends it well. Poor first touch from Erling Haaland. Tavernier. A good tackle by Manu Akanji out for a throw-in. Erling Haaland does not look at it at all since that injury. At all. He's getting in good positions. That was a good ball. But again, doesn't work out for Manchester City. And it feels like a chance wasted for Erling Haaland. But that huge chance he had to start the game, he should have finished without a doubt. Without a doubt. Neto. Goalkeeper. And Bournemouth playing it out from the back. Taking his time here, Neto. City deciding against the press. Neto still doesn't send it long. Foden there just trying to put him under a bit of pressure. Neto does send it long towards Semenyo. Won by Matheus Nunes but flicked on Solanke. Nathan Ake in there, wins the battle physically. Matheus Nunes, nice turn. Kick on the leg by Solanke. Free kick Manchester City. I don't know how Bournemouth have got their hands on their head complaining about that one. It was Pablo De La Torre who got the yellow card for Bournemouth, the assistant coach. Rodri. Free kick just on the left-hand side of the centre circle. Rodri. Good ball into Bernardo Silva in between the lines. Bernardo's got Matheus Nunes out wide left. He cuts back onto his right foot, then back onto his left here. Takes his time, Bernardo. Into Stones, who's going to that midfield role, like we expect. With Diaz, Ake and Akanji, the back three. Ake. Back towards Ruben Diaz. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Really good play by Manchester City. John Stones. Rodri again. City working the ball really well. It's about finding those pockets of space and find that goal now for City. Foden with a really poor touch after a bad pass by Nathan Ake. Foden's not happy with Ake's ball. Ball over top here by Bournemouth. It's going to hold behind for a goal kick. But Nathan Ake, apologies to Phil Foden. He wasn't happy by the pass by Nathan Ake. Phil Foden getting some instructions from Pep Guardiola on the sidelines. Well, Phil Foden drifting in here, there and everywhere. That's his best role. A free role, really. But it's a similar role to Kevin De Bruyne, and then you start to think, can they both play the same role? I don't think Foden has the same control Bernardo Silva has. Maybe he will in the future. Long by Ederson. All the way to Haaland, who's beat Senesi to that one. As he know, Haaland's lost the battle. And it falls back to Bournemouth. Kirikes wide towards Kluivert. A chance for Bournemouth from the counter. Mateo Kovacic, who's lost the ball. He's just jogging back. Semenyo. Ball through to Kluivert. Massive interception by Stones. And the pass into Rodri. But Stones might have hurt himself there with that pass. Kovacic. Right to Mateus Nunes. Takes his time. Goes back to Ake. Someone asked, would you get Garnacho from United? Well, he's actually got a good potential, Garnacho, but right now, no. Plus, he plays for Manchester United. So, no. Stones. Rodri. Kovacic. Ball in behind to Haaland's a good one. Haaland holds off Senesi. Erling Haaland save with the keeper. And tapped in on the rebound by Phil Foden. Well, Phil Foden away from home just can't stop scoring. A hat-trick last time out against Brentford. Great run by Erling Haaland, by the way. The ball from, I think it was Mateo Kovacic, is brilliant. Haaland makes running behind the left-hand side of the box. Mateo Kovacic flicks it over the top. Haaland physically outdoes Senesi, who can't stop it. Haaland scuffs his shot. It's saved by Neto. But they're ready to pounce. It's Phil Foden. On the rebound. Off Neto and into the back of that. Manchester City 1. Bournemouth 0 here at the Vitality. Senesi there. Struggling physically against Haaland. Haaland did really well to get a shot off. And actually get a shot with that amount of power on it. Very, very good play from Erling Haaland. Fair play to him. He made sure if the ball didn't go in the back of the net, the keeper had to try and get something on it to parry it away. And he parries it right into the danger zone. Back to Phil Foden, who scores his 16th goal this season. His joint best in his career. Surely he beats his career tally this season. Brilliant goal by Phil Foden. He does his now known as traditional sniper celebration. Foden flicks it on. Senesi against Kovacic. City get it back. Foden back into Kovacic. And here's Bernardo Silva. And City are off again here. And Bernardo Silva with an absolutely shocking pass into Erling Haaland. Straight to the goalkeeper. That's really poor from Bernardo Silva. City should have made it 2 there. So poor from Bernardo. So poor from Bernardo Silva. Mateus Nunes on the far side as well was frustrated with Bernardo there for a shocking pass. Well, Bournemouth have got it all to do now. 1-0 down against the champions. Zabieni. Smith. Back towards Neto. Bournemouth's captain bringing it forward here, the goalkeeper. In towards the channel to Tavernier. Manny Akanji gets right in the side of him. There's a throw into Manchester City. Well, they wanted to foul Bournemouth, but they weren't going to get it. Manny Akanji just more physical. Incredibly physical, Manu Akanji. Akanji throws it long towards Erling Haaland. Senesi in behind him. Throwing to Manchester City. Haaland looks to take it quickly. He's going to leave it for Manu Akanji coming across here, the fullback today. In the side ahead of Kyle Walker. I think City play better without Kyle Walker. Ake. Ake forward for City. Into Phil Foden. Good play from Phil. Foden wide right to Bernardo Silva. Found a bit of space as John Stones here. Back to Bernardo on the right hand side. Bernardo. Stones running behind. Stones in space here. Stones across the box. Chance to the far post. Rodri with a shot. Blocked away. Bernardo Silva bends one past the post. It's a goal kick. Manchester City looking at the referee if there's a penalty on a shot by Rodri that might have hit a hand. But Stones finds a great bit of space. Bernardo in behind to him across the box. Just blocked away by Senesi. Does it hit the hand of Christie there? I don't think so. No, it hits his body. And then Bernardo Silva tries to bend onto the far post, but he gets his shot wrong. He should do better there, Bernardo. He's not started well, I don't think, at times, Bernardo Silva. I think he's been great on the ball in terms of retaining possession, picking the ball up off the goalkeeper. But when it comes to that final shot, that final pass, he's been sloppy. Semenyo. Almost work it back across the back line. Christie. Under pressure from Bernardo Silva. Wide towards Kirikes. And Bournemouth have got space down this far side now. It's Erling Haaland who's going to have to get back defensively and play right wing. Kirikes. Christie. Back to Tavernier. Senesi. Zabani. Bournemouth had a bit of possession themselves, actually. I've been impressed by Bournemouth. They've been brave, very brave, which is good to see against Manchester City. It is good to see, and they're not just sat behind the ball, which is also good to see. Zabani across to Adam Smith. Cook's dropped deep and played a ball forward here, which Stones cuts out straight to Solanke. Ake wins it. Linesman stood next to it, says no free kick to Bournemouth, but the referee stood quite a way away, says free kick to Bournemouth, which Nathan Ake can't believe. Well, the linesman's literally stood on top of this. He says no free kick, but the referee says so. Ake come across Solanke, who knew he'd lost the ball, Solanke, so threw his body over the leg. It's clever play, cheating some might say. It's a free kick to Bournemouth. In a good position. Can Bournemouth find a chance here? They've already tested Edison once with a really good long-range strike from Milos Kidekes. And he's Lewis Cook over this one. City have got Ruben Diaz leading the troops to the back. Trying to get them in line to try and keep that defensive line up. Try and play Bournemouth offside. Lewis Cook's over this one. Got Marcus Senesi on the far post, who, despite being 5'10" for a centre-back, has got a bit of a leap on him. It's gone into the middle here. Edison, diving punch away. Taken down by Phil Foden on the left-hand side edge of the box. And clears it off a Bournemouth player. And out for a throw into Manchester City. Well played, Phil Foden. Replay the City goal here. Kovacic, who plays it over the top brilliantly to Haaland. What a run by Haaland, who peels off two defenders. Great physically. Goes well to get power in the shot as he's on the slip. And Phil Foden puts it in the back of the net. City still not taking this throw-in. Nathan Ake, the former Bournemouth man, taking his time. Short to Rodri. Back to Ake. Right-footed long and forward. Matheus Nunes chases it. Off the foot of Matheus Nunes. He's deflected behind for a throw into Bournemouth, I think. Adam Smith, who's a bit of a wind-up merchant, Adam Smith. He likes to get in fights. He's had a City player sent off before. In Nolito, if you remember that one. For a headbutt. Edison for Manchester City. Taking his time, waiting for the Bournemouth players to press him. If not, he's happy to keep the ball at his feet. Edison waits. Finally, Bournemouth press. Edison picks it up and rolls it out to John Stones. Really good play from Edison. Stones gets it wide towards Kovacic. Back to Ake. Nearly run into trouble there, John Stones. Ake. Back to Edison under pressure from Solanke. Now Silva a knock on. And in the end, City's move breaks down straight away in a long ball there. Marcos Senesi. Long ball out wide here. Dealt with by Nathan Ake. Mateo Kovacic will pick this one up. Goes backwards. He needs to go into Rodri there. Kovacic goes back to Ake. Rodri. Playing the centre-back role now, Rodri. Goes back to Edison. Back into Rodri. Turns Rodri. Pressure from Christie. Oh, Rodri dispossessed by Christie. Falls Foden's way. Luckily for City. Foden with a great ball through towards Bernardo and Haaland. Can't find either. Bournemouth lump it forward to get it away. And it falls to Edison, who controls it and keeps it in before it goes out for a goal kick. Well, runs into the box in this match so far, statistically. Phil Foden's made 5. Dominic Solanke's made 3, who is Bournemouth striker. But Phil Foden is making the runs. 5 so far. Diaz. Kanji. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. City work it along the back line to Nathan Ake. Left-footed ball forward to Matheus Nunes. It's deflected off Semenyo, pressing Nathan Ake, throwing Manchester City. Well, of course, the Bournemouth manager, Iola, had success playing for Athletic Bilbao, Athletic Club, in his playing days. And he then went on to play and finish his career playing for one of Manchester City's sister clubs in New York City. Played as a midfielder or as a fullback at times. Before then, went to manage Rayo Vallecano, where he did really well at Rayo. Really well. A player who played in La Liga for quite a while, or in the second division of Spanish football. Isi Plathon, if you've heard of him. A bit of an older player, but under Raiola, he's one of the standouts of the La Liga season when he was manager there. Here's Bernardo Silva, the Manchester City fans chant, it should have been 10. When we play football, you sing the blues as they sometimes sing. City win, United lose. Well, United have already lost this weekend. Matheus Nunes takes it well on the right foot on this far side. Back to Ake. Into Bernardo. To Rodri. Nearly a stray pass there. Foden under pressure. Rise the challenger Marcos Senesi, Phil Foden. Rodri into Ruben Diaz. Good play by Manchester City. Diaz brings it forward and wide to Manu Akanji. Got no one in that right hand side. The City goes centrally to John Stones. City playing with absolutely no width today. Everyone is very narrow. Chris is here. Even to you, Chris. City lead by 1-0 thanks to a Phil Foden finish. Wide to Matheus Nunes. Foden in the overlap. Matheus Nunes. Back onto Foden. Not the right pass from Matheus, actually. Nunes still. Oh, skips away from Senesi with great body work there, Matheus Nunes. And again for the second time. Back towards Rodri. See Matheus Nunes there down the left-hand side. He's playing off that left wing. He's beat the Bournemouth man 2 or 3 times. It's then finding the right pass, the killer pass, which he can't do and ends up going backwards. That, I'm sure, will come with time. You can't really judge a player in the first season of Pep Guardiola, can you? We've seen that happen many a times. Rodri. Ake. Phil Foden. Foden long towards Matheus Nunes. Just can't get there ahead of Senesi. Rodri can't win it in midfield. Counter Bournemouth. Tavernier, he's got Milos Kiriakis bursting forward from left back here, and it's just, unfortunately for Bournemouth, overhit. Switch by Tavernier to the left-hand side. Milos Kiriakis from full-back, bombing forward. That is his style of play. Milos Kiriakis, very attacking for a full-back. Been likened to maybe a Theo Hernandez at AC Milan. Very, very impressive young player, the Hungarian. Kovacic. Done so well under pressure here, Kovacic, and he runs out of a tiny hole. He's under pressure from Solanke. Kovacic in the end gives it away. Stops Kovacic, who's still fighting for it. Kovacic is then kicked by Solanke. And the free kick's given to Manchester City eventually. Solanke's still down holding his knee. Chris says he hates watching broadcasts from Bournemouth. The camera height at the midget. And yeah, it is an odd camera angle at Bournemouth. I remember commentating the game last season, and it just seems so low. It seems very low. I don't know if it's because the cameras are obviously tend to be placed on the roof of the stands, and that means it's very low. I don't know. The stands aren't very high, the roof. Well, Kovacic falls on the knee of Dominic Solanke. Then he puts his knee in on the tackle. He's going to have to be careful there, Dominic Solanke. That could very easily be an ACL or a meniscus tear. He's thrown his right leg in. He's been an impact with Mateo Kovacic's leg. It's a problem. Ridai is here. Hello to Ridai. Great to see you, Ridai. What do you think the score's going to be, Ridai? Make a prediction. You tend to be right. Late one on Kovacic again here. Pep Guardiola's not happy with Nathan Ake giving it to Kovacic under pressure. What's the score prediction, Ridai? Well, Solanke's still struggling with that knee. I think that could be a bad one for Solanke. Edison's all the way out of his box here. He's played a long ball forward in behind Bournemouth's defence towards Erling Haaland, who heads it forward first time. It's really poor from Haaland. Why isn't he trying to take that one down? Bournemouth play himself into pressure. I haven't been watching many games, so the predictions are off, said Ridai. Are you back playing football again, Ridai? I know you had that ACL injury and you've recovered from it. How's football going again? Neto. Into Christie. Kiriakis. Good play from Bournemouth. Ryan Christie. Back towards Neto. Bournemouth play out from the back confidently and really well. Play away from the Manchester City press. Easily. Zabieni. Cook. Lumps running behind for Solanke and Kluivert to chase. Stones heads it away, Nathan Ake. Heads it away, Nathan Ake. Really nice and composed there by Ake. And Rodri picks it up away from Kluivert. Rodri. Kluivert kicks him. Rodri keeps it. No advantage played. Referee says play one. Ridai's going for a 3-1 win. Manu Akanji. Rodri. Back towards Diaz. Bernardo Silva. Diaz again. City across the back line. They work it. Nathan Ake. Ake skips past Semenyo. Brings the ball forward for City. Ake into Foden under pressure. Back to Stones. Kovacic. Late one in the back of Kovacic by Cook. Another free kick, Manchester City. Well, they're very aggressive. As soon as you get the ball, they're intense, Bournemouth. They're on top of you straight away. The centre-backs are happy to come out from centre-back and press. This time it's Cook from midfield taking down Kovacic. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Kanji. Foden again. Nice ball into Stones. Takes it well, John Stones. Wide towards Bernardo. Back in behind to Stones. He's made a running behind Cook here. Here's Stones taken down by Lewis Cook. Last man. It's got to be a yellow card at least for Cook. And it is a yellow card. Ball in behind Bernardo Silva for John Stones. Cook chases him. Stones gets across him. Lewis Cook pulls him down. Free kick Manchester City. Stones is goal side and Lewis Cook takes him down. Red is actually even better news, playing for the under-18 to South Africa as a bench player, but still pushing. I played like max 30 minutes. Well done, Red Eye. That is absolutely brilliant news. Well, good luck. And hopefully one day, Red Eye, I'll be commentating on a game and you'll be playing for someone. Very, very impressive. Congratulations. Free kick Manchester City. You might even play for City one day, Red Eye. You never know. Free kick Manchester City. Options in the box there for City. Mateus Nunes leaves it. Foden with an in-swinger. Foden shoots. It's so poor from Phil Foden. What a waste. What a waste. Foden takes a free kick. Rather than whipping it into all the bodies in the box, he decides to shoot and sends it into the stands. And it was an angle where it's on the right-hand corner of the box. It's just not going to happen, Phil. Man City scout me says, Red Eye, you never know, Red Eye. Keep performing well. There'll be someone looking out there. There'll be someone there. Stones wins the battle against Solanke and it's all the way through to Edison. Well, Solanke seems to be okay after that knee injury. Looked a bit of a problem at the time. Rodri forward to Haaland here, who's held off Senesi. Haaland back to Bernardo. Out wide to Akanji. Akanji back towards Ruben Diaz. And across to Edison. Got Diaz there. Foden's dropping deep. And towards Stones, who's going to... A bad pass back to Edison's had to slam it away. Bad pass by City. Mateus Nunes Smith. Smith gives him a bit of a push, Mateus Nunes. Flicks it away. Up against Smithy, Mateus Nunes. Foden goes in and nicks it. Cleared away by Senesi. Rodri in there. Clivert, great spin on Rodri. Turns away from Rodri. Done Rodri for pace here. Justin Clivert. Bournemouth counter. Wide to Tavernier. Or Tavernier. I don't know why I say it like he's French. Kurakes on the far side. Oh, and a bad pass by Tavernier. City get it back and City get counter again. Foden. Bernardo Silva in space in this far right. Mateus Nunes. Got to pass it, which he does do. Releases Bernardo Silva here. Bernardo. City 2-on-2. Bernardo Silva running it. Senesi. Bernardo. Onto that left foot. Into Mateus Nunes, the back heel. Poor by City. Behind for a corner. Bournemouth get it away. Thanks, Chris, says Red Eye. I never thought I could do it. It was a dream before, and I thought it was over when my ACL went. But I never give up and still push him. Yeah, well, Red Eye, I think it's Florian Wirtz who plays for Leverkusen. What is he, 20? And he's considered one of the best young players in the world. Manchester City linked with him to replace Kevin De Bruyne. He's had 2 ACL injuries and he's 20. And they say you're never the same again, but you can push back. And Florian Wirtz is obviously harsh. Sometimes you have to adapt your game. But well done. Well done to come back from that. It shows a lot of resilience as well in you. Corner for Manchester City. Swung in by Bernardo Silva. Flicked away at the near post by Bournemouth. One as far as Mateus Nunes. Under pressure from Semenyo on Tavernier. And it's a throw in Bournemouth's way. Counter Bournemouth. Bournemouth give it away again. Nathan Ake to Rodri. Poor from Bournemouth. Rodri. Well does Tavernier. Rodri. Haaland makes a run. Rodri still. Tavernier in the back of him. Free kick Manchester City. Tavernier had a quick kick at Rodri there. And then another push in the back of him. But Manchester City are wasting the chances here. Bournemouth are giving it away and City aren't pouncing on the opportunities. You are embarrassing, says the Bournemouth fans. They chant for Rodri being fouled by Tavernier. For Tavernier. Why do I keep saying Tavernier? I don't know. Got it in my head and it's stuck there. Free kick Manchester City. Mateus Nunes and Foden over it again in a good position. I think Mateus Nunes wants to hit this one. Has he scored a goal for City yet, Mateus Nunes? I think he has done. He's a bit far out to hit this. They're looking to maybe work it wide right to Bernardo Silva. There's a lot of space out there. Milos Kirike's got his eye on him. Foden leaves it. Mateus Nunes wide to Bernardo Silva. Space in this right hand side. Bernardo, get it in. Doesn't cross it in. Mateus Nunes will. Whip to the far post. Good ball. Headed in by Stones. It's a good position on the centre in the penalty spot. No one's there. Cleared away by Bournemouth. Kovacic. To Mateus Nunes. Takes it well. Under pressure from Clive. Mateus Nunes keeps going there. Brilliant from him. Really good play. Rise the challenges. In behind to Stones. Stones across the box. No. Haaland was there. Stones decided against it. Back out to Rodri. Manu Akanji. Can Manchester City find another goal here? Bernardo Silva the right hand side. Bernardo onto that left foot. Bernardo Silva across the box to Foden. Foden looks to shoot back onto the right foot. Foden, right-footed strike into the hands of Neto. Right, says the time spent through rehab. He spent time watching the channel with the views. Maybe never give in, especially watching the City FC career mode. Spark motivation, I guess. Well, thank you very much for that. I mean, the fact that my content, I suppose, has made that big of an effect on just one person is enough for me. And that is brilliant. And of course, you were a key player in the City FC career mode, really. An absolutely key player in our midfield, weren't you? Scoring goals. That's great. Great. I think you could actually achieve that one day. You could one day be on FC 24 FIFA as it was then. That would be a brilliant, wouldn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Kluivert. Zabieni. Ball forward to Christie. Tries to flick it around the corner to Kirikes, which he does pull off. Kirikes. Back to Senesi. Long ball forward. Christie flicks it around the corner to Kluivert. Onside to the officials. Tavernier swings one in towards Solanke. It's too heavy. It's on to Ederson. Kovacic. And Manchester City should be trying to double their lead here. At the moment, it seems like we're happy with one. Kovacic. Great run by Kovacic. Absolutely fantastic running by Kovacic. Wide to Mateus Nunes. Really good play from Mateo Kovacic. Nunes. Back to Ake. Rodri. Bernardo in space. Akanji to the far right of him. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo back onto that left foot. Bernardo. Edge of the box to John Stones. Stones. Wide right to Akanji. Not one to cross the ball in Manu Akanji, but neither's Kyle Walker. Stones, Foden. Flicks it away quickly before Solanke got to him. That wide towards Akanji. Bernardo Silva's out here as well. 3 minutes of added time here. I love seeing Kovacic do that, says Chris. Yeah, that is one of his big qualities of his game, Mateo Kovacic, being able to pick it up and just take it past players and drive the team forward. Stones is in there again. Clips to the far post to Haaland. It's just away by Bournemouth. Mateus Nunes once more. Cross it in towards Haaland. Bernardo Silva with a header. Solanke in his own box defends it away for Bournemouth. Diaz heads it back out to Akanji. City, so much pressure on Bournemouth here, but they're keeping it away at the moment. Bernardo Silva crossing again towards Haaland. Away by Senesi. Akanji. Back down to Diaz. City pushing now for that second goal before half-time. I think 1-0 down at half-time. Bournemouth will be happy with, really. Bernardo Silva. That ball to Haaland. It's really poor from Bernardo again. That final ball's not been there. And Bournemouth can counter. Here's Ryan Christie. Against Rodri. In behind off the foot of Akanji. Just good defensively there. Because Christie had used his paces away from Rodri. I think City should play Foden on the left wing. Playing Grealish the midfielder. Near the box looking for passes, says Redeye. Yeah, I mean, Foden's playing really well centrally, Redeye. I like Foden centrally. I think Grealish works well centrally as well. Mateus Nunes on the left-hand side was a bit of a surprise here today, actually. You've got two left wingers on the bench and Mateus Nunes starts out there, but that's Pep Guardiola's decision. Semenyo's gone down here under a challenge from Ake. It looked like a foul because he was through. He was through, but the referee said no. Oh, what is Mateus Nunes doing there? Trying to be too clever on the edge of his own, nearly on the edge of his own box, it felt like. Gives it back to Bournemouth. Christie. Wide to Kirikesh. Step over. Kanji blocks it corner. But Mateus has got to do better there. Can't be messing around with it in that position. Corner for Bournemouth. They have had a shot on target, Bournemouth. Last minute of stoppage time in the first 45 minutes. City in the corner to defend. Come on, City. Tavernier to swing it in. Left-footed swing in, outswinger. Bournemouth there at the far post. It's away. Comes out to Lewis Cook, who hits one. Blocked away by Ake. Forward against Cook, he can't beat him to it. Adam Smith is forced back towards Neto. Good pressing from Phil Foden. Great energy. Kidakes. Back to Neto. Long by Neto. Semenyo. Beats Nathan Ake to it. Ake's got a test in his hands today against Semenyo. Ball into Solanke, Walden Diaz. Back to Christie. Shot by Christie. Palmed away by Edison. Back out to Solanke. An offside against Dom Solanke. He was in an offside position as the ball came back. Well, Bournemouth pushing to end this half here. And a few good chances. Bit of a good spell. And that was a good chance for Christie. Good save, Medicine. He got out quickly to Solanke, who was offside. Well, that's half-time at the Vitality Stadium. Manchester City lead by 1-0. A ball over top by Mateo Kovacic after a nice curved run from Erling Haaland. As he fell, he got enough power in the shot to hit it at Neto. He could only parry it as far as Phil Foden tapped it in. And Foden's goal separates the two sides at half-time. Manchester City lead at the Vitality. Be back after this short break for the second half, where hopefully Manchester City finish off this game and get 3 points. We'll see you very shortly. It's Haaland, and here in career mode, City have won the lot. Rodri on the chance! Goal in the final by Rodri! Jude Bellingham will not be coming to Manchester City. We are Premier League champions, City FC, our champions. Series based on the World Cup with music videos, football and more. Get your official City FC merchandise. Join us as we explore historic Europe and football.
can get away with it. Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do cause I'm feeling so good. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it. Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do cause I'm feeling so good. Cause you make me love my a pro skater. Baby mama bugging, I'm so quick to hit ignore. Buku bitches in my bed, I got scales all on my floor. I got money on the line, plus I'm clocking it galore. I got bitches kissing bitches, all them bitches go explore. I'm feeling way up, I stay up. Put your bitch on my Snapchat, while I make her. She want a chance with me, cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a but I never get feelings, cause shorty, I know what you after. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. Get hit in my section at 12 on fire West way in New Orleans. Watch I look, I'm jugging. Dissect your hand if your hand in my putting. Put two in your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a poopy, yo, bitch get tookin'. I'm not the type to go with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fish. Oh, young and trapping out the bando. From the ceiling fan to the damn floor. Trying to stack my money up, cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay. See the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
You got me trapped inside this spell. Now I feel like your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel that.
It's Haaland, and here in career mode, City have won the lot. Rodri on the chance! Goal in the final by Rodri! Jude Bellingham will not be coming to Manchester City. We are Premier League champions, City FC, our champions. Series based on the World Cup with music videos, football and more. Get your official City FC merchandise. Join us as we explore historic Europe and football. So players coming out onto the field for the second half at the Vitality. Manchester City lead by 1 goal still. I see Rudai there is saying that we're missing some of the legends, should he say, of the chat. Yeah, I've not seen Ashton, Lanky, Asteroid, Alfie, Jack, or Fuzz for quite a while actually, Redite. But I know they still do watch the content and really enjoy the content. I think they just don't join the live streams. MK says, fantastic. Well done on your 6K 1,000. Thank you. Yeah, 6,000. 6,000 subscribers. I think we hit that on Friday. It was a nice surprise to see. Thank you very much to all 6,012, I think we're on. All 6,012 people to subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely brilliant to have you all subscribing. When I started the channel, never did I think that I'd get to 6,000, really. To be honest with you, it was just sort of a thing that I thought I'd give it a go, and I've really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it, and I may continue to, I'm sure. Mateo Kovacic to take kick-off here for Manchester City. City in the white kit, of course, shooting from right to left, and goes all the way back to Edison. Underway for the second half. 45 more minutes of football here at the Vitality. Long ball out wide to Erling Haaland, who takes it down out with the sky brilliantly. Onto Bernardo Silva. Into Manu Akanji. City start this half with possession. Bernardo. Into Phil Foden. Great pass. Foden. Oh, ball through to Haaland. Haaland went the other way. And Senesi has to just slice this one out for a throw-in on the far right-hand side for Manchester City to take a throw-in now. Poor by Bournemouth. But, I mean, Senesi had no other options. They had Haaland in around him. Well, the game's been stopped here. But I don't know what for. Ruben Diaz. I don't know what's the problem with Ruben Diaz here, but he's asking for something. I think Ruben Diaz is starting to throw up on the side of the field. But he said he's okay. He's taking a tablet and that'll be it. What a warrior. I think he's going to be okay. Despite vomiting before that, apparently. Might they go to Edison? Edison for Manchester City. Got Stones and Foden. Stones. Back to Edison. Bournemouth pressing. Edison with a left foot. Swings one long and forward towards Mateus Nunes, who takes it down well, but then gives it away. Kovacic goes and picks it up. Kovacic can't feed it through to Phil Foden. Smith slices it away with a sliding challenge onto Kluivert. Bournemouth attack. Kluivert in behind, off the head of Rodri. Falls to Kidderkesh. Fortunately for Bournemouth, really, because it looked like it broken down there. Chris thinks Diaz has forgot his Calpol this morning. Well, he was desperate to get a tablet, and once they give it him, he seems to be like, yeah, I'm fine. I can't believe that. Christie just made a meal that one, Bournemouth. It was a good chance. Good start to the second half by them, actually. Forward thinking. Foden, Senesi. Ball through to Kidderkesh, who's offside here for Bournemouth. Free kick Manchester City. Well, Kidderkesh quite clearly offside there as he flicks it onto the Bournemouth wide man. All the arms of the Manchester City players went up. 19 years of age, 20 years of age, Milos Kidderkesh. Really, really good. Really energetic fullback. I think he's one to keep an eye on for like a top 6 side in the Premier League. Most open play crosses for Bournemouth this season, apparently statistically. I'd expect someone like a Manchester City or a Chelsea, an Arsenal, Liverpool to look at him in the future. Long by Edison towards the right-hand side. Haaland there. Haaland against Senesi. Haaland beats Senesi to it. Haaland still going here. Senesi takes it off him. The first touch of Haaland couldn't get it under his spell. Cleared away by Bournemouth. Give it back away to Manchester City. Rodri, Kovacic. Akanji. Pep Guardiola is having a bit of a shout with his team here. Foden. Into Stones. Bad pass by Foden. Taken down the edge of the box. Phil Foden. No free kicks as Bournemouth. Bournemouth give it back away to Manchester City. Get up, Phil. No use complaining. We're on the attack here. Mateus Nunes. Kovacic. Rodri. Back to Diaz. Diaz brings it forward. Wide right to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Akanji. Rodri. Akanji again. Back to Bernardo Silva. Pep Guardiola wants City to force it wide towards Bernardo Silva, and they do. But they've given it away after a poor pass from Bernardo. The counter for Bournemouth. Here's Solanke. In towards Smith. Back towards Lewis Cook. Zabierni. Lewis Cook plays a long ball forward here, searching for Semenyo. He's away from Nathan Ake. Takes it down. Diaz out to him. Semenyo. Onto this left foot. Semenyo. Bournemouth players in the box here, but he's had to go back. Bournemouth flooded the box then with quite a few players. No one put the ball in. Senesi. Out to Christie, round the corner towards Tavernier. Back into Miloš Kirikesh. Fair play to Bournemouth. They've actually tried to play football today. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the actual wanting to play football Bournemouth and not just sit behind the ball. Poor from Erling Haaland, who heads it straight to Bournemouth and gives it away. His ball retention has been very poor, say Haaland. Cook. Back out to Zabani. Away from Phil Foden. Forward in towards Smith. Semenyo skips away from Roger onto his left foot. Semenyo in behind to Tavernier. Space in the box. Kirikesh on the overlap. Here's Miloš Kirikesh. Akanji can't stop it. Kirikesh plays a poor cross. Out for a goal kick. Well, he's just got to keep his nerves there, Kirikesh, for Bournemouth. They play really well. Semenyo on the centre. Out to Tavernier. On to Kirikesh. They just need a good cross in the box towards Solanke. I don't think anyone would have gotten it anyway. But Kirikesh makes a meal of the final ball. And puts it behind for a goal kick. That's poor from the Hungarian. I think he'd be disappointed with himself there. Long by Edison up towards Erling Haaland. Heads it down. Lewis Cook wins it back again. Manchester City give it away. Oh, City are in trouble here. Here's Kirikesh. In towards Kluivert. Space for Kluivert. He stood off him. Kluivert shoots! Bit of a dip on it from the Dutchman. But Edison makes the save. Bournemouth, encouraging signs for Bournemouth, really. Bournemouth are going for it, pushing forward. Good play. Good hit by Kluivert. But it's dipping. It's never going to beat Edison, really. He'd have to spill it and push it out to Solanke if he did. Edison long forward against Erling Haaland. He this time does keep the ball into Bernardo Silva. Haaland's in behind the defence here. Here's Haaland up against Sabirni. Haaland drops Sabirni. Haaland with a strike. Sabirni blocks it behind for a corner. Well, Zabirni there looks to try and stop Erling Haaland, and Haaland just absolutely floors him. So strong, Erling Haaland. The shot is blocked by Zabirni. Could Haaland pulled it back? Phil Foden was arriving. He wanted it. He did well, Zabirni, actually, after being flattened by Erling Haaland. Cross the coin for Manchester City. Phil Foden on it. Foden swings one in. Diaz with a header over the bar by Ruben Diaz. I think it comes off a Bournemouth player, is it? It's another corner for Manchester City. I thought Captain Ruben Diaz there was about to double Manchester City's lead. Matheus Nunes across to take this one for Manchester City. Matheus Nunes over this one. They're plenty of big boys in the box for City, but we never seem to score from corners. Nunes in. Oh, Neto's dropped it. Diaz back out. There's no one there for City. Kluivert gets away from Nunes. Tries to beat him, but he wins it back for City. Well played. Pokes it through to Akanji. Smith is there. Gives it away to Akanji. Matheus Nunes. Akanji too physical for Smith. Foden. City need that second goal. I don't see Bournemouth scoring 2 today. That might be the famous last words, but I just don't see Bournemouth scoring 2 today. Manu Akanji. Manu Akanji still. Through to Foden. What a ball. Foden puts it across the box. There's no one there. Back out to Bernardo. City should have done better there. Bernardo Silva's shot. Blocked behind for a corner. Foden there. Just a bit of composure. Or just someone running to the far post, but no one at the far post for City. No one gambling. He's offside, maybe, Foden, actually. Poor by Foden, actually. Good ball, but there's no one there, and you can see there's no one there as he fizzes it across the box. Why is no one in there for Manchester City? Corner ball again. He's pushing the box, and Gerard Gillett wants to talk in with 2 players. I think it's Bournemouth's Kirikesh and John Stones. Or it could be Rodri. City have got lots of bodies in at the near post, but not working. Crossing towards the near post here. Headed away by Kirikesh. Rodri heads it back on. Back out to Kovacic, who clips it out wide. Solanke heads it away. Down by Bernardo to Phil Foden. He beats Solanke to it. Foden holds off Solanke. Back into Bernardo. Pushing by Christie. Bernardo. Cross off Kirikesh. Haaland trying to beat Neto to it, the near post. Neto dropped it. But in the end, it ends up in the Bournemouth goalkeeper's hands. And Bournemouth trying to launch an attack here. Smith. I think they're going to try and work it forward a bit quicker here, Bournemouth, in the first half. That is what Iriola's told his team at half-time. Semenyo running Nathan Ake here. Burst past Ake, who slipped. Semenyo with the ball in. Chance off the line by Diaz. What a chance for Bournemouth. Bernardo Silva onto Foden. Rodri through to Haaland. City got counter here. Erling Haaland. Back to Rodri. Clivert trying to push him over. Rodri physically outdoes him so easily. Back to Akanji. Bournemouth should have scored there. Manchester City under pressure now. And the atmosphere is building at the Vitality. Don't know how they didn't score there, Bournemouth. Ake slips Semenyo. Good ball in. Just needed someone to get something on it, really. Good connection. Foden. Stones. City on it again here. Here's John Stones running through the Bournemouth defence. Stones. Stones out to Matheus Nunes. Oh, it's a bad timing. Back into Bernardo Silva. Wide to Haaland. Rodri. Back into Foden. Good feet by Foden. Through to Haaland here. Haaland can't get there. He's behind for a goal kick. City. Again. Great position. Stones is running through the heart of Bournemouth defence. One player's marking Nunes. Two are on Haaland. He's got to work it wide to Nunes quicker. But the ball's a bit behind Nunes. And by that time he can't really take it onto his left foot and shoot. He has to try and pass it. And it just all breaks down. Well, it wasn't going in the shot by Tavernier. If he gets it on target, it's going in. He scuffs the shot. Diaz doesn't head it off the line. He actually steps it away. This angle at Bournemouth makes it a bit difficult to see that. Kidikesh forward and Tavernier puts it out for a throw into Manchester City. And he's not happy with his teammate Kidikesh there for the pass. Akanji. Forward, shouts Pep Guardiola. Manu, forward, forward, forward. Into Phil Foden. Across to Nathan Ake. Back into Foden. Matheus Nunes finds a great pocket of space there. Foden, don't know where he's going, Phil, there, but he needs to go wide left. He does now to Matheus Nunes. Kovacic, Ake. It's too late. Rodri. Matheus Nunes once more. One-on-one with Smith. Into Kovacic. Passes behind him and City's move breaks down. Kovacic into Foden. Holds it well, Phil. Kovacic. Out to Rodri. It's like he might look towards the ball and towards Haaland there. Rodri switches the play towards Manu Akanji. And City are forced backwards. Diaz. Diaz to Manchester City. Back to Ake. Back into Diaz. Good movement from City centre-backs here. Diaz. Matheus Nunes. Back towards Rodri. Towards Bernardo under a lot of pressure here. Bernardo with a poor touch and Milos Kiriakes nicks it off him. Weak from Bernardo Silva. Really poor from Bernardo. Wide they go. Onto Kiriakes looking for a cross here. Can't do. Bit too heavy on the pass. Tavernier. Christie. Both working on the left hand side. Christie back out to Tavernier. Rodri across to him quickly. Silva's not having a good game, says Chris. I don't think he's having a good game at all, Bernardo Silva. Gives the ball away cheaply a few times. His final ball's not been there at all. His shots have been poor. Rodri. Tavernier away from him. Still Bournemouth forced down his left-hand side. Senesi. Ryan Christie. Cook. Out to Adam Smith. Back he goes towards Cook. Zabiani. Long by the Ukraine. Tries to play a ball in behind towards Kiriakes. It's a fantastic ball in. Manu Akanji has to just put it out for a throw into Bournemouth. What a ball by Zabiani, the centre-back. Kiriakes takes it quickly. Tavernier. Christie. Bournemouth look really dangerous at times. Foden blocks that one. Rodri down for City. Haaland trying to get there ahead of Cook. In the end, it's gone out. Was it? No, Senesi keeps it in. Christie. Zabiani. Foden across to Senesi to press him. It's a ball in behind towards Solanke against Ruben Diaz. Solanke beats him to it. Physical battle here. Solanke holds it off. Chance for Tavernier, who pulls it wide. Good chance for Bournemouth again. Really, really good chance. Solanke holding off Ruben Diaz. Physically does brilliantly. Lays it off to Tavernier in the edge of the box. Left-footed strike. It's just past the far post. Could have easily gone in there. Akanji. Bernardo Silva. Back to Akanji. Left-footed clip forward. Haaland takes it well. Haaland on to Rodri here. City with a chance of the counter. City 3-on-2. Kovacic pushes. Wide to Matheus Nunes. Oh, an absolutely diabolical ball in by Mateusz Nunes. Really, really poor. Really poor. The ball comes into Mateusz Nunes from Kovacic's left-hand side. He's got to, I think, get it back on his right foot and go for the City players in the middle, but he tries the first time crossing the left foot and skies it right behind for a goal kick. Really poor from Mateusz Nunes. Semenyo. Pressed by Ake. Smith. Zabieni. Back to Neto. Cook. A bad pass, is it? No. Tavernier's kept it in, has he? No. Referee says no. Throwing Manchester City on the far right-hand side. Approaching the 60th minute mark here. Jeremy Doku is going to come for Manchester City, and I suspect it will be Mateusz Nunes coming off. I can't see it be anyone else. Or Bernardo Silva. He's not played well either. Could be either. It's going to be Jeremy Doku coming on for Manchester City. Jack Grealish is laughing at Jeremy Doku here. Absolutely chuckling away at Jack Grealish at Jeremy Doku, whatever he was asking the staff for. Ake. Stones. Good ball into Haaland here. Back to Stones again. Rodri. City force it down this right side. Bernardo, Stones. Fantastic play by City. Haaland's in behind here. Stones has put the ball in. Away by Smith. Not a bad ball by Stones, actually. Head away by Smith. Tavernier long and away. Solanke against the Kanji. Bernardo back towards Diaz. Well played, Manchester City. Thumbs up from Pep Guardiola to Bernardo Silva for that pass. Rodri. Rodri for City. Diaz. Mateusz Nunes looking to run Smith. He knows he's coming off here, Mateusz Nunes, when he sees Doku warming up. So he wants to try and make something happen before he goes off. Mateusz Nunes. Because he's not made much happen so far today. Ake. Rodri. Diaz. Akanji. Back he goes. Man City will hold on to win 1-0, says Isaac Bloom. Well, Diaz just give it away to Solanke here. Counter for Bournemouth. Bernardo Silva lumps it away. City get away with that one. I hope you're right, Isaac. I mean, City should win this game against Bournemouth, but at the moment, I mean, that final ball, that final touch has been a big problem for us in recent games. Oh, Senesi's been at his pocket pinched by Phil Foden. Slides in, Foden keeps it. Into Bernardo Silva, Kidakej. Big, energetic play by Kidakej. Gets back for his side, clears it off Bernardo Silva, and wins his team a goal kick. Brilliant play from the Hungarian at fullback there. So Mateusz Nunes comes off for Manchester City. For Jeremy Doku. So Doku off. Mateusz Nunes. He's been okay, Mateusz Nunes. I think he's frustrated. I mean, 62 minutes in, he's getting taken off. But, I mean, he's not a left-handed sided player. Which is not his fault. He's been forced out there. But he's not done well at all, really. At times he has, at times he hasn't. You can tell he's playing out of position. Well, Jeremy Doku offers a very different approach, doesn't it? Adam Smith, he looks a bit worried, Adam Smith, because he knows Doku is absolutely electric. Goal kick for Bournemouth. Long ball by the keeper. Here's Phil Foden, a little back heel off Zabieni. It's a throw in Bournemouth's way. The back heel by Phil Foden. Adam Smith to take this one. Smith takes his time. Launch forward. One thing for certain, Bournemouth will create more chances. City into the goal, says Chris. Yeah, I feel like a Bournemouth goal is not far away. Haaland picks it up into Foden. Foden. Good feet by Foden. Wide to Jeremy Doku. Skips inside Doku. Back to Rodri. Plays a difficult ball there, Rodri, but he actually works out backwards onto the centre circle to Diaz. It could have been disastrous for Manchester City, but he's aware of his surroundings very well, Rodri. Kanji plays it forward to Foden, straight to Senesi. Back forward by the Bournemouth player, into Ryan Christie. Christie plays it forward towards Solanke, who's done really well against Rodri. Akanji steps out and misses the challenge. Tavernier gives it away. He's been poor today for Bournemouth. Foden back to Kovacic. Oh, nasty challenge, and Kovacic who rides the challenge so well. Foden. Jeremy Doku. Space in this left-hand side for Jeremy Doku. And Manchester City. Good touch by Doku first time. Doku running at Smith here. Doku. Done well here, Doku. He's got 3 players round him. He's won a corner in the end. Take that in the end, Jeremy Doku, won't he? Smith thanks the Bournemouth teammates who came back and helped him there. 1-on-1 against Doku. You're in a lot of trouble. Really good first touch by Doku. Bournemouth worked really hard to get back. Corner ball for Manchester City. Come on. Second goal, City, and that's it. That should be game then. Phil Foden taking the corner for Manchester City now with Matheus Nunes off the field. Come on. Ball to come in from Phil Foden. Phil swings it in. Headed by City, can't get there. It's out to Bernardo Silva. Back out to Kovacic. He's got Doku on this far left-hand side. Jeremy Doku for City. Doku. That's to Rodri. Rodri to the far post towards Ruben Diaz. Diaz has got there. Diaz tries to cross it in. The referee, 10 minutes later, decides it's a foul by Diaz. Interesting. The captain runs away. Diaz said it was a handball into the Bournemouth player. The Bournemouth player said that Diaz pushed him. See it again here. Rodri clips it in behind the defence. I don't know what Diaz has done there. A push to the back on Semenyo, I think the referees give a free kick for. Lewis Cook. Nice turn here. Haaland completely taken out of the game there with that pass by Lewis Cook. Wide to Senesi into Christie. City's midfield getting overrun here. Jeremy Doku's doing a bit of defending for City here. He's got himself in there, but he's spacing his far left-hand side. They're doubling up. Smith on the overlap. Semenyo onto Smith. Nathan Ake. Brilliant challenge by Ake. 2-on-1 against Nathan Ake there, Bournemouth. Nathan Ake comes across, gambles, and makes a really good challenge. Credit to Ake. Absolute credit to Ake there to block the cross. Brilliant play from the Flying Dutchman. Corner ball for Bournemouth. Corner to be swung in from Tavernier, who's not had a good game for Bournemouth at all today. This is his chance to make an impact in this one. 66 minutes on the clock. Ball comes into the far post. Headed by Bournemouth. Oh, what a save. Back in by Kinekesh, blocked away. Solanke with a header at the far post. I thought he'd scored. Edison just gets it away. Tavernier. Kluivert. Cleared away by Rodri. Well, Bournemouth are pushing. There's an offside in there against Bournemouth. Ooh. Edison is in his own goal here. And he punches it as it's about to cross the line. Wow. Bernardo Silva and Solanke at the far post. That's a mismatch. How have City been today? I'm just home and tuning in now, says Jack. Wasteful. Wasteful. But I bet that's no surprise to hear that, Jack. City have been very wasteful. Well, Tavernier has not been good today. I don't think for Bournemouth. He's coming off for Qatar. It was a different task for Nathan Ake to come up against, or maybe Akanji on this far side. And it's the number 19, Justin Kluivert, off for Alex Scott. A young midfielder from a Bristol City man. He's a very good player. A very, very good player. Somewhat in the role towards, maybe, you'd say, a Jack Grealish. Both getting closer, going to get a nervous 25 minutes or so, says Chris. Yeah, City need a goal. City need a goal. That is as clear as day, isn't it? We need to score. We need to score. So on comes Alex Scott now for Justin Kluivert. City need to score that second goal. That is clear as day. Crystal clear. Free kick for City to be taken by Edison. Bring Walker in for Akanji, says Lisa. I think that'd be a negative change, personally. I think De Bruyne, if he's not fit, don't risk him. Haaland here lays it off to Bernardo Silva, plays it back. Erling Haaland is not at it at all. He might as well be on the bench. Really not playing well, Haaland. He looks knackered. And again, poor in that situation. Bernardo's pass wasn't brilliant either. I don't think Bernardo Silva's played well at all. Ball forward. Akanji wins the header against Qatar. Bernardo loses out. Ball forward towards Solanke. Ruben Diaz is stuck here. Solanke blocked by Diaz brilliantly. And away by Ake. City is struggling here. Bournemouth. The goal's coming for Bournemouth. It's coming. City need to take the sting out of this and get their goal. It's coming for Bournemouth, certainly. Any subjects as Lisa? Yeah, Jeremy Doku has come on for Matheus Nunes on the left-hand side. Semenyo. In towards Christie. Akanji. Loses out. Kirikesh wide here. City in big trouble. Quatara. Blocked by Diaz the cross. Come on, City. Wake up. Kirikesh across to take the throw in. Bournemouth throw it back towards Senesi. Off Bernardo Silva. Here's Erling Haaland being kicked and pulled, and Senesi just pulls him down there. Well, that's a clear as day yellow card. He puts his arms around the waist of Erling Haaland and just pulls him down. Marco Senesi. No interest at all in playing the ball. Just grabs the hips of Erling Haaland, 2 hands, and pulls him down. Yellow card for Marco Senesi. He's 8th of the season. City are in trouble here. If we don't get a goal, I think we're in trouble here. Always Phil Foden for Manchester City. Foden. Driving forward, Foden. Back out to the edge of the box here, Mateo Kovacic. Kovacic! Drags it wide. Mateo Kovacic drags it wide, but it did take a touch. It's a corner. I think Foden's been brilliant today. I think Foden's been absolutely brilliant today. But the front line have let him down a little bit in terms of getting the goal. Foden to take the corner for Manchester City. Foden crosses it in. Far post to Haaland and Ake. Header into the hands of Neto. Forward here. Here's John Stones. City really need a second goal here. Foden, our best player is Chris. Yeah, by far. Foden's been absolutely brilliant. John Stones in behind here. Off Senesi behind front of the corner for Manchester City. Yeah, he's been absolutely brilliant, Foden. I think there is no one else, I don't think, you can put in an argument for player of the season, can you really? It's just Phil Foden. He's Manchester City's player of the season already. He's just been so good. And if you are an England fan watching this, you think, how is Phil Foden not in the England team? How does Jordan Henderson start ahead of him? Gareth Southgate. That's your answer. Corner. Crossing by Foden. Body's in there. Neto punches it away. Alex Scott takes it down his own box and clears it long and away. On to Mateo Kovacic. Manchester City are making another change here. I'd put Bob on for Silva, says Chris. I can never see Pep taking Bernardo Silva off, personally. Just don't see that happening. Kovacic. Bernardo. Akanji. Right to Foden. Bernardo again. Into Kovacic. Not the best of passes. Kovacic across to Diaz. Back to Edison. It's a short one. Edison dribbles it past Solanke. Ronald Koeman in goal there. How has he even tried that, Edison? Ball forward into the channel towards Haaland. Up against Zabiani. Haaland beats him to it. Pushed over by Zabiani. 2 hands in the back. No free kick. Kanji goes and wins that one against Christie. Phil Foden. Slying challenge by Zabiani. Rodri gets it back for City. Back into Stones. Rodri keeps control of it. On to Mateo Kovacic from Manchester City. Kovacic. Wide to Doku. Kovacic. Stones. Kovacic. Back towards Diaz. I think it's Julian Alvarez that's coming on for Manchester City, and it could be Erling Haaland coming off. Foden. Pulled. Gets away from the challenge. Rodri. Stones. John Stones. Back to Rodri. Into Phil Foden. Back to Rodri again. Into Jeremy Doku. Pushing the back by Smith. Doku to Foden. Stones. Rodri. Kovacic. Kovacic for City. Into Haaland here. Holds it up well. Into Bernardo. Back through to Haaland here. Haaland's in! What a challenge by Kirikesh. Haaland still! Save! And away by Bournemouth. Should score. Good challenge by Kirikesh. Brilliant challenge by Kirikesh. But Haaland should score. A foul by Ake on Semenyo for 2 hands in the back, but when it's on Erling Haaland, it's not a foul. What a challenge by Kilikesh. But that is their typical refereeing. Haaland gets 2 hands in the back, no foul. Oh, the shot by Haaland's a really good height. I think he's got to leather that near post. He's gone to try to go across the goalkeeper. And it's saved. It's his last chance, Erling Haaland. Because he's coming off, I think. Alvarez is coming on. So, Julian Alvarez is going to come on. Haaland seemed to hesitate before shooting, says Chris. Yeah, I mean, if he hits it first time, I think he scores. It gives Kilikesh time to get across. And once Kilikesh gets across, he can make that sliding challenge. A great last-ditch challenge. It still goes back to Haaland. He should have scored. Well, the Bournemouth fans are sort of rubbing it in. So Manchester City fans chant, Erling Haaland, he scored more than you. Oh, Bournemouth come forward again here. Here's Semenyo. Crossing by Cook. Qatar is there. Good defending by Akanji. Alvarez picks up and back towards Stones in his own box. Silly ball by Al. Absolutely stupid ball by Alvarez there. Back to Stones. Out for a throw-in for Bournemouth here. City under so much pressure. Zabirni. Senesi. Oh, given away by Senesi to John Stones. Stones plays it in behind to Alvarez. Chasing against Zabirni. It's all the way through to Neto. He'll pick this one up. Too easy. Well, Bournemouth have had more shots in this game recently. Manchester City struggling. Really struggling. That final ball, that killer pass, that finish is really not in the side at all. And it hasn't been for a long time now. It's not like it's just today. Long ball forward by Bournemouth. Holding Akanji physically. Christie beats Bernardo Silva to it. Beats me out for a throw-in for Manchester City. I think Bournemouth, you have to say credit to them. They've been really good. They've done really well. They've came to play football against Manchester City. And it's worked. It's worked in terms of performance-wise. Maybe not actual result-wise, but you never know. There's still time to get. Romain Favre's going to come on. Thrown in. Rodri gets there. Flicked it through to Nathan Ake. City down the left-hand side now. Ake. Jeremy Doku pushing the back by Smith. No free kick given. Rodri gets a foot in there. Bournemouth on the counter now. City in trouble. Doku gets his body back across. No free kicks to the referee. They play on. Solanke. Scott. Semenyo. Kovacic in there. City win it back. Kovacic dribbling forward here. Kick by Semenyo. Free kick Manchester City. And Bournemouth are going mad here. Well, it's funny how they complain about the foul supposedly by Doku on Smith when Smith does exactly the same thing to Jeremy Doku and gets away with it. There's no foul there and Smith just drops it. Just gives him a bit of a push, Jeremy Doku. Get up, Smith. He's always been that sort of player, Adam Smith. You're not fit to referee, says the Bournemouth fans, I'm sure. Rodri into Kovacic. City are playing themselves into all sorts of trouble here. Kovacic riding the challenges again. Another foul on Mateo Kovacic. Kovacic is absolutely spectacular. He just gets the ball. And if you're going to get it off him, you've got to crunch him. Gets his body in the way. Brilliant from Kovacic again. Absolutely brilliant. He's the only one, I think, alongside Phil Foden and Rodri, Stones, Diaz, Ake, can hold their head high today. Nunez hasn't been good, I don't think, really. He's dragged off. Cover looks better, says Radar, yeah. He's a good player, Kovacic. I just think he's a bit hit and miss. Rodri back towards Edison. City are playing himself into trouble here. Edison long. Headed away by Adam Smith. On by Semenyo. Scott against Ake. Pushing Nathan Ake. Ake clears it away. Smith puts it out for... Or Cook puts it out for a throw into Manchester City. But this is becoming a very open physical game. And it's not suiting Manchester City at all. I don't think City really got anyone on the bench to sort and help the team out, really. I think Grealish would take the sting out of the game. I know we aren't our smooth best, but I'm enjoying watching City fight for this. They're having to because Bournemouth are throwing everything into this. Yeah, Chris, Bournemouth have been really good. And what a breath of fresh air to see a team actually come up against Manchester City and try and play football and not just sit 11 men behind the ball. Brilliant. Reda says, well, Bernardo might go. We need some sort of right wingers. I think, Reda, if Bernardo goes, you're looking at Lucas Paquetá, who City seem to always want to replace Bernardo Silva. They wanted him during his Leon days if Bernardo went. And then maybe a Pedro Neto or Savio. I think Savio's going to leave on loan. A Pedro Neto. I think those two players come in. That'd be brilliant for City. Solanke. Good feet by Solanke. Ryan Christie. In behind to Semenyo. Ake's been done here. Semenyo across the box here. Again, Bournemouth with a great chance. Alvarez runs it away against Kidikesh. City are in big trouble here. I can't see a situation where Bournemouth don't score. Akanji. Poor switch. Doku's being pulled by Smith. Well, he's been very physical, Adam Smith, against Jeremy Doku. Bullying him, really. Doku's got to be a bit more physical, really. Ake. Kovacic. Stones. I would say some international players outside the Prem. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly players being linked to us, isn't they? Kovacic. Premier League players come with a premium, don't they? Doku. Kovacic. Oh, Bernardo's in a great space there, but Kovacic's not even looking at him. Mateo Kovacic. Stones. Rodri. Out wide right to Manu Akanji. On to Bernardo Silva. Back towards Akanji. Diaz. Rodri. There's going to be another substitution here for Manchester City. I'm not exactly sure who. They've played out wide here to Jeremy Doku here, City. Doku one-on-one with Smith. Doku onto his right foot. Doku with a strike. Got past Smith, but the shot's blocked by Scott. Came across quickly. Corny ball. Who else watched the AFCON, says Renai? I didn't watch the whole of AFCON at all, Renai, but I watched the final. What a finish by Sebastian Haller for the winning goal for Ivory Coast, who I thought were by far better than Nigeria in the final. Really, really good in the final. What a story he has had as well, Sebastian Haller, hasn't he? Returning from testicular cancer and then scoring the winning goal for his country in AFCON. Brilliant. Corner ball for Manchester City. Alvarez swings it in. Eto'o punches it away. Scott can't control it. It's back out to Alvarez. Doku on the edge of the box here with space. Jeremy Doku. Doku crosses one in. Away by Bournemouth again. Running as far as Bernardo Silva. Ball behind Rodri. Poor. Anyone warming up since Lisa? Well, City have got another substitution ready. Reduce the camera angle here at Bournemouth. I can't exactly see who it is that's coming on. The other side of the field. Stones. Alvarez. Nice touch, but taken off him by Scott Semenyo. Nathan Ake with a big challenge from Semenyo. Good sliding challenge by Nathan Ake. Cook. Zabieni. Kidikesh. Kidikesh has gone long here. Away by Ruben Diaz. Manu Akanji caught on his heels there. Bournemouth get it back with Katara. Katara running at it. Past Akanji. Cross going to come in. Akanji blocks it behind for a throw-in. Also a surprise on South Africa to make it so far, plus having that game where they saved 4 pens. Yeah, I saw that. Didn't actually see the game. I saw the highlights, Rudak. It's a brilliant competition, the Africa Cup of Nations. It really is. I used to really enjoy it. I think Ivory Coast have always been so good in the competition. I remember watching Javinho and the penalties they scored many years ago now, and I really enjoyed it. Oh, Bournemouth are in here. Chance of Bournemouth. Qatar with an absolutely shocking cross. Oh, my word. 3 to aim at for Qatar. Ball in behind to him. He's got Semenyo, Solanke. They're lining up. They're queuing up to finish that one, Bournemouth. Qatar puts it across the box, but it's too heavy. Oh, he might have been offside anyway, Bournemouth, but it's lucky chance. Lucky for Manchester City. Very, very lucky Manchester City. Well, Kevin De Bruyne is coming on for Manchester City. So Mateo Kovacic is off. Kevin De Bruyne is on the field for Manchester City. I think Foden will go out to the far right-hand side. We'll see Bernardo Silva dropping alongside Rodri. And De Bruyne will go in behind in behind Julian Alvarez. No Erling Haaland anymore. Osimhen is just qualities. He's absolutely a superstar, Osimhen, really. Absolute superstar. He's going to be so good. I think Chelsea or someone like that are going to end up spending big money on getting him. Throwing to De Bruyne, heads it on. Alex Scott goes back. Here is Zabieni. Burst past Alvarez like he's not there, the centre-back. And gives it away to Phil Foden. And Foden away from Katara. And Foden here. Foden, what a challenge by Katara. Foden goes down holding the ankle. It was a fair challenge by Katara. Here's Christie wide. Katara again. Looking to chops and changes. Is he going to cross it up against the Kanji? Oh, he's done them both. Katara! Drags his shot wild. He had Manu Akanji on ice skates there. Akanji couldn't do anything about that. Katara chops and changes. Left foot, right foot. Gets into the box. Good shot. Drags it just wide. Just wide. Rumour was Vinny, Osterman and Mbappe at Real Madrid, but I doubt, says Ridai. No, I think it'll be Vinny, Mbappe and Rodrigo, who's absolutely spectacular, by the way. People don't even mention how good he is because Vinicius overshadows him so much with Bellingham in behind. That is a really, really, really dangerous attack, isn't it, for Real Madrid? And they're all so young as well. All so young. Jeremy Doku pulled down by Adam Smith. No free kick. Doku's struggling with that physicality. Doku with a foot in there. Bournemouth long. Solanke. Down for City. Here's Phil Foden. Roger around the corner to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne wide to Phil Foden here. Oh, it's Alvarez it is off that right hand side. Julian. De Bruyne. Foden. Bellingham, can't forget, says Ridai. He's top quality, Bellingham. Really, really good player. De Bruyne fouled here. Free kick, Manchester City. Late one on Kevin De Bruyne from Ryan Christie. In on De Bruyne, swings his legs out at De Bruyne. Late one from Ryan Christie. De Bruyne did not appreciate that at all from the Scotsman. Playing a striker at midfield, says Ridai. Yeah, I mean, Bellingham, he plays like a striker, doesn't he? He honestly plays like... I couldn't imagine him in Manchester City's midfield. I think he'd... I can't see him in a... You know, we were thinking of him in a midfield role alongside Rodri when City are interested in. It's not going to happen, is it? He's just not that sort of player at all. He seems to be... You can't not play him. You can't play him defensively. De Bruyne's wearing hair extensions, says Chris. He's short. Certainly got fancy hair, Kevin De Bruyne, at the moment, hasn't he? With the curtains, would you call it? Curtains? I don't know. I don't know what you exactly are. They call them now. Crossing by De Bruyne. Punched away by Neto. I think he should have caught that, really Brazilian. Out to Jeremy Doku. Doku goes to cross. It's taken off him by Semenyo. Really poor. Here's Semenyo. Counter for Bournemouth. And Bernardo Silva just kicks Semenyo and takes him down for the yellow card. Well done, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo wasn't bothered. He knew exactly what he was doing there, Bernardo. Kicks the Bournemouth player, Semenyo, on the way through. Yellow card for Bernardo. Wavy curtain, says Ronaldo. Yeah. I don't mind his hair, actually. I quite like his new hair. So, final roll of dice for Bournemouth. Big changes. Sinistera is coming on for Milos Kidakes, so a winger. And former Manchester City man who only played in pre-season for us a few years ago. Turkish international. Former Getafe striker. It is Enes Ünal. So Enes Ünal comes on for Bournemouth as well. He's a big, strong centre-forward. Bournemouth throwing everything at City now. And I've got a feeling they're going to score and get a point. So yeah, Ünal played for City. Only played in pre-season for us, unfortunately. Then sent out on loan. Was very impressive on loan. And then, I don't know what happened, really. Just seemed to stop playing him. Throwing to Bournemouth here. How's the weather there, says Ridai? It looks pretty clear in Bournemouth, actually. It's not raining. But I don't know. I'm only watching on the screen. I couldn't be entirely sure. Alex Scott. What a ball in behind towards Semenyo by Alex Scott. Absolutely brilliant. Semenyo. Semenyo. Taking on Ake. Semenyo. Doku there as well. Favre. Over top to Semenyo. Semenyo looking to cross. He got 3 City players round him. Doku goes and wins it back. Really well played from Jeremy Doku. He's past Adam Smith. He's pulled him down there. Doku's away from Smith. Great feet by Doku. He pokes it through to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne against Scott. And behind for a throw into Manchester City. Well done, Jeremy Doku. Wins the ball back on the edge of his own box. Then dribbles past 2 or 3 players. Brilliant from Doku, says Chris. Absolutely brilliant from Doku. Hard working from Jeremy Doku. How many minutes of time we're going to have here as well today, by the way? 10, 20. Man United against Luton, there were 4 added minutes because United were 2-1 up. Today, when United were 1-0 down, they added 9 added minutes. Okay, good pass into De Bruyne, is it? No. Give it away. He's boiling over here, sweating buckets at 9 PM, says Ridai. In the UK, Ridai, we don't really have warm days. In the UK, no warm days at all. It tends to be cold. 10 degrees, I think, is a warm day. At 15 degrees in England, Ridai. people have shorts and t-shirts on, they're sunbathing. Here's Lewis Cook, who's gone at centre-back here. Ball forward by Cook. Stones heads it away as far as Bernardo Silva. Bernardo clips it on straight to Bournemouth. He's been so poor today, Bernardo. So poor. Solanke. City win it back with Rodri and Diaz to Kevin De Bruyne. Chance for City. De Bruyne forgets the ball here. De Bruyne in towards Rodri. Rodri wide to Phil Foden. Chance for City. De Bruyne on the edge of the box. Foden. Bad pass by Foden. Alvarez! Can't get the touch and the shot off. Cielsa's come on Solanke. We don't want Solanke scoring. Here's Semenyo. Well, if you visit the UK, Ridai, make sure you do the Manchester City tour. What a chance! Oh my word. Cross comes in from Bournemouth. It's Enes Ünal, the former Manchester City man. Powerful header, and it's just past the post. Edison wasn't getting there. Towards the bottom corner, it's into the side netting. Wow, I thought that was him. If you visit the UK, Ridai, make sure you do the tour of the Manchester City ground. Go to Manchester. I won't say Manchester's a really nice place though, Ridai, but it's nice enough in parts. What a chance for Enes Ünal. I thought Bournemouth had scored. Chris said he thought he was in as well. I thought they'd scored. I was certain they'd scored. City are struggling here. Can't even get hold of the ball. Sinisterra. Just like Brentford, we're going to scrape a win if we get anything here. Bournemouth are in again. Here's Enes Ünal once more. Into Sinisterra. Oh, Diaz tackles it and clears it away. My word, City are absolutely all over the place. Semenyo, 6 added minutes at the Vitality. 6 added minutes. We've played 92 nearly. Smith. Scott. Semenyo. Zabieni. White to Katara. Oh, pass is poor. Rodri picks it up for City. Holds off Enes Ünal. Pokes it through to Kevin De Bruyne. City on 2-on-2 here. De Bruyne. De Bruyne for Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne. White to Phil Foden. Can City kill this off? Alvarez it is. Out to Foden. Jeremy Doku. Doku. Smith makes a good sliding challenge. Doku back out to Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. Bernardo. City slowing it down if they can do. Trying to keep a bit of possession. There's absolutely no control in this game at the moment. Nathan Ake. Bernardo. Back out to Jeremy Doku. Ridai says, what's the country I'd want to visit? That I've not been to, Ridai. Bernardo Silva taken down. Free kick Manchester City. Adam Smith starting on Bernardo Silva while he's on the floor here. He's being pushed away by Nathan Ake. Throw in Manchester City. Well, keep arguing, Adam Smith, because it's wasting our time. It's a country I've not been to, Ridai. Where would I like to go? I'd like to go to somewhere like Norway or Denmark or Finland, a Nordic country. Sweden, somewhere like that, I think. I've never been to anywhere in Asia or in Africa either. They're certainly very interesting places, very different cultures, aren't they? Which is, I love different cultures. That'd be something I'd like to experience as well, maybe one day. De Bruyne over this free kick for City. Plays it short towards Jeremy Doku. Doku takes it to the corner flag. Doku skips past Smith and keeps it in. Cross comes in. Cook back towards Neto. When it's gone out, apparently it's a goal kick. Long by Neto. Stones against Ünal. Stones wins the header. He's gone down with a head injury. John Stones here. Referee plays on. No head injury. Stop for Manchester City. Here's Bournemouth again. Cross in. Away by Rodri. My dreams to be Japan, mainly Tokyo. There, Tokyo would be brilliant to go to, Ridai. Definitely an interesting place. Well, a head injury for John Stones. The referee doesn't stop the game for Manchester City when Bournemouth are on the attack. Good referee in that to ignore a head injury. I think that if Bournemouth equalise, it's probably deserved, unfortunately. It's probably deserved. Corner. Is it? No, it's a throw-in. A long throw-in to be taken by Quattara. Launched in. On by Semenyo. Bernardo Silva hits it into Solanke with the overhead kick. Past the post by Dominic Solanke, who goes for an acrobatic equaliser. Pressure on him by Stone. Solanke goes for the overhead kick and he scuffs it wide of the post. 94.5 minutes played here. Poof. Bournemouth have been brilliant. Credit to Bournemouth. Absolutely credit to Bournemouth today. I wish Bournemouth had put this much effort against our rivals, says Chris. Yeah, I know. Is it us that have let them play like this? I don't know. Poor goal kick by Edison. Unal against Akanji. Bernardo Silva, good dribble in the midfield. Bernardo, absolutely spectacular. Favre's pulling him all over the place here. Free kick Manchester City. Favre complains. I mean, he's got his arms around Bernardo Silva's neck. Phil Foden gets man of the match from Sky Sports. Well, we've pretty much on 96 minutes now. Akanji forward here. Foden. Giving away, throwing to Bournemouth. The season's been a struggle, says Ridaya. We've not been good at all this season. Yellow card for someone. De Bruyne for time wasting. Kicking the ball away, apparently. Still a throw-in for Bournemouth. Oh, come on, ref. Blow the full-time whistle now. We've played time now. Followed by Bournemouth. Enes Unal. Stone's there with him. Round the corner. Here's Semenyo. One last chance of Bournemouth up against Ake. Back heel towards Favre. Tackle by Bernardo Silva on Smith. De Bruyne is there against Adam Smith. De Bruyne to Rodri. Back out. Bournemouth are chasing it down. Cleared away by City. 96 minutes have been played now. The referee plays on. Ball forward by Bournemouth. Offside against the Bournemouth players. Ake is going to watch it all the way through to his goalkeeper. Ake sends it long. Lewis Cook. FBI been waiting for my prediction to be right, says Ridaya. No. City on the counter here. Phil Foden. Look at space at De Bruyne at the far post. Foden pass it. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, he takes his time. What's De Bruyne doing? Should have just hit it. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo still. Tackle by Scott. Manchester City throw here. I think that is it. I think that is it. Full-time whistle goes. Manchester City get 3 points at Bournemouth. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. I'm going to nip off very quickly today at the end of this one because I'm off to a birthday party. A birthday party, so that's where I'm going. Thank you, everyone, for joining. It's been great. 3 points. Hard fought. City fought for that one, but they get 3 points. 86% of you were right. No one predicts the 1-0 win, though, however. Great to have you all. 6,000 subscribers are on now, and I'm sure we're going to hit 7,000 in not so distant future. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's been great to be with you. We'll see you next time. It's Haaland, and here in career mode, City have won the lot. Rodri on the chance! Goal in the final by Rodri! Jude Bellingham will not be coming to Manchester City. We are Premier League champions. City FC are champions. Series based on the World Cup with music videos, football and more. Get your official City FC merchandise. Join us as we explore historic Europe and football.